if you ever notice, at the end, they always write that we are saving up your resume for the future references. So this is true. They do save it. I have applied in numerous programs from Google, and the recruiter has connected me that hey, this is an opportunity that we are having in over here. These are the skills that are required, and we have found some of the matching skills, which are the boot processes was the main, that how will I boot if my monitor goes off or anything from the infrastructure goes off in a data center. He did ask me about optical fiber as well, and optics was also the main question in the semiconductors. So these were some of the basic questions that he has asked in that interview. Yeah, Abhi, recently we have fun events for like 3 days continuously from 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th. So for one day we have gone for a movie and a dinner, and the other day we have went for adventures, for example, like ziplining and everything. And the next day we have a New Year party in which Amit Trivedi was having his concert.
सो हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। सो आज हमारे साथ है स्किमी, जिन्होंने कि अभी रिसेंटली गूगल निकाला है। तो आज हम इनसे बात करेंगे, जानेंगे इनका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा, लाइक हायरिंग प्रोसेस वगैरह किस तरह से थी, एंड इन्होंने रिसेशन के दौरान ये गूगल निकाल लिया। तो इट इज़ इंटरेस्टिंग। सो चलते हैं इनके इंट्रोडक्शन के साथ।
Hi Manish, my name is Skimmy. I belong to Agra, Uttar Pradesh, and currently I'm working as a data center technician with Google India. I am recently based out in Delhi, and my hobbies are photography and reading novels as well.
ओके, सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा ये होगा कि लाइक जहाँ पे लोग स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ फाइंड करने के लिए, सो आपको मतलब अलग से कैसे आपने ये अपॉर्चुनिटी फाइंड की?
Actually, I have always been focused on the opportunities that I always get on my way. मैंने कभी ऐसा नहीं किया कि यार मैं इसमें अप्लाई करूंगी तो मेरा होगा या नहीं होगा. I have always applied like continuously. मैं करियर साइट्स खोलती थी, उनके पेजेस पे जाती थी, all the positions जो मेरे को लगता था मैं सब में अप्लाई करती थी. मैंने डिफरेंट रेज्यूमे बनाए हैं स्किल्स के हिसाब से, जो स्किल्स की रिक्वायरमेंट होती थी, ताकि वो एक इंटैक्ट रहे एक जगह पे, एंड मेरा रिज्यूमे शॉर्टलिस्ट हो किसी भी तरह के से. सो आई हैव अप्लाइड लाइक इन न्यूमरस कंपनीज. आई हैव अप्लाइड फॉर लाइक अराउंड 1000 फॉर्म्स एंड एप्लीकेशंस ओवर देयर.
ओके, एंड आपको मतलब कोई और इंटरव्यू कॉल्स वगैरह आए थे गूगल के अलावा?
हाँ, Amazon was there. I have like उसका मैंने उसका जो एग्जाम था, that I have done like 2 interviews, 2 of them were done, but suddenly recession की वजह से the hiring got freezed. And Amazon के apart, when I was in my like 3rd year, मेरे पास Google का भी था. 2 of my interviews were there, but in the HR round I was not selected.
Okay. अच्छा, ये गूगल का था जो HR में आप सेलेक्ट नहीं हुए थे?
हाँ.
ओके, एंड वो स्टोरी क्या थी, लाइक कि उन्होंने आपको खुद कनेक्ट किया?
Yeah, so the thing was, I have always applied in the internal programs, the certifications and hackathons and everything and over there. So when the recession was at peaks, I was like getting the emails that unfortunately are not selected. But if you ever notice, at the end, they always write that we are saving up your resume for the future references. So this is true. They do save it. I have applied in numerous programs from Google, and the recruiter has connected me that, hey, this is an opportunity that we are having in over here. These are the skills that are required. And we have found some of the matching skills, which are matching for the job role that we are open for now. So he had mailed me, and yes, I reverted him back that yes, I'm interested for the same.
Okay, तो इसके बाद किस तरह से हायरिंग प्रोसेस वगैरह रही थी?
He called me, he guided me over the phone call that how will the interview be. He told me that there'll be 3 technical rounds and 1 manager and leadership round will be there. तो उन्होंने इस हिसाब से मुझे कॉल किया, एंड उन्होंने मुझे गाइड्स भेजी, उन्होंने मुझे यूट्यूब के लिंक्स भेजे वेयर आई कैन प्रिपेयर, क्या क्या पूछा जा सकता है. He also told me that these were some of the questions that you may be asked. So that was the thing.
Okay, and this role was for data center technician, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so किस तरह से मतलब वहाँ पे उस चीज़ का सिलेबस था?
Actually, the skills that are required for data center technician is Linux, networking, servers, operating systems, data analytics, database, SQL. So these are some of the basic skills that you do require for working as a data center technician.
Okay, अब थोड़ा सा चलते हैं लाइक हायरिंग प्रोसेस में. सो जो टेक्निकल राउंड्स थे वो किस तरह से हुए थे?
All the rounds were like scheduled for 45 minutes, but they do get exceeded to 1.5 hours as well. So my first interview was on 9th of October, and it was like about the basics of all the subjects that are covered in over there. And that interview had been like for around 1 hour.
ओके, एंड क्या क्या पूछा गया था वहाँ पे? कोई ओवरव्यू दे सकते हो आप थोड़ा सा?
He asked me about like what do I know about this role, and he asked me the questions based on operating system, and how the boot processes was the main, that how will I boot if my monitor goes off or anything from the infrastructure goes off in a data center. He did ask me about optical fiber as well, and optics was also the main question in the semiconductors. So these were some of the basic questions that he has asked in that interview.
Okay, and what about the second round?
Okay, so the second and third round happened simultaneously, one day after the other. The first interview was all about networking and servers, and the second interview was about the Linux and operating systems over there. So they went for like about 1.5 hours each.
ओके, एंड लाइनक्स में बता सकते हो किस तरह से पूछा था? इजी क्वेश्चंस थे या डिफिकल्ट?
No, it was like medium to hard questions, because मैं जैसे जैसे आंसर्स दे रही थी उसी में से एक एक पॉइंट निकाल के he started asking me the next question, the subnets and the data structures and everything in over there.
ओके, अब कोई एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दे सकते हो? नॉट पार्टिकुलरली कि उन्होंने ही पूछा हो, लाइक पर किस तरह से पूछ रहा था?
Okay, so for example, he asked me a question that was, what do you know about servers? So I was giving him the answer that, we work like this and that and over there. So there was a term called as close knit. So when I said that, so he started the next question, what do you mean by close knit? He was like asking me the questions from the answers that I'm giving it to him.
ओके, एंड वो जो भी मतलब यहाँ पे इस इंटरव्यूज में पूछा गया था, आप इनसे मतलब ऑलरेडी अवेयर थे या दैट वाज न्यू फॉर यू?
That was like very new for me, because after all, at the end of the day, it's Google. You never know what Googlies they are going to throw at you. So yeah, that was very new for me.
ओके, एंड फिर आपने प्रिपेयर कैसे किया था इन सब के लिए?
Actually, my HR was always in contact with me, whether I call him at like 11 or at any time, he is always there. I have asked him numerous questions like what they're asking, what type of interviewers will be there, and if you know anybody, and what are the supposed questions that they could ask me, how will they ask me. So he was like, you just have to be confident, because if you show them that you are underconfident on something, they'll lose interest in you. So if you don't even know the answer, try to answer them up. If you don't know, tell them I know this much only, and do not lie about anything out there.
ओके, अच्छा अब चलते हैं थोड़ा सा थर्ड राउंड की तरफ. सो वो किस तरह से था?
The third round was same as the second round only, because the first round was the elimination. Then combining the second and the third round, the result will be there. So the second and the third interview were like the same.
ओके, एंड उसके बाद भी हुआ था कोई राउंड?
उसके बाद I had a managerial leadership round that was with my manager, and that just lasts for around 20 to 22 minutes only. He asked me like, why do you want to join? What do you know about it? Had you had been in a quarrel with your previous manager or something? So these were the questions that he had asked me.
ओके, एंड बस इतना ही था या और भी कुछ था?
उसके बाद after like 2 to 3 days, I got a call from my HR that, hi Skimmy, your manager wants to set up another interview as well. So I told him that there were only 4 interviews, right? 3 technical and 1 the manager one. So he was like, he's your manager, he wants to set up a call again.
Okay, and वहाँ पे
And he told me that there'll be 2 to 3 more people with him. There'll be like 3 more people with him as well. So I asked him, will this also be an elimination? So he was like, yes. So I was like shattered for a bit because I have already cleared like 4 interviews, and if I got out, that'll be like most heartbreaking thing that I'll be having in this year. So he was like, yes, this could be elimination as well. I asked him, will that be like HR and manager only? He was like, yes. The next day again, he called me. He was like, Skimmy, prepare for technical as well. They may ask you the technical as well. I was like, okay. So that interview happened on 10th of November. And after that, it was Diwali holidays, like for a week or so. So that interview was like for around 1 hour and 35 minutes. There were 3 people. One was my manager and 2 from the technical team. That was the most rigorous interview that I have given, because when I was giving one certain answer, he started asking me like 2 or 3 questions from the same. So that was a very rigorous interview that I have given.
and वहाँ पे कुछ topics बता सकते हो क्या क्या पूछा गया था?
He asked me from like everything, the application interface, the GUI, and he asked me from Java as well, because it is like written in my resume. He asked me about Linux, he asked me about cables, he asked me servers, he asked me networking, he asked me everything. And even at the end, he was like, if I have got more time, I would have asked you like more questions.
Okay. ओके सो स्कीमी, जैसे कि आपने बताया कि आपका जो लास्ट राउंड था वो काफ़ी क्या वो स्ट्रगल वाला था आपके लिए. सो आपने मतलब लगभग सारे आंसर्स दे दिए थे या कुछ मिसिंग भी हो गए थे?
No, actually, I was trying to answer, and after like a few minutes, those interviewers could see the tension that I'm having on my face. So they were like, you may tell us if the questions are going at very far of you. So I was like, no, I'm trying hard to answer your questions. There was a question which he keep giving me hints about the same, but till the end, I was not able to answer that question. And the answer to that was very simple, like very simple. He keep giving me hints, but the hints were also a kind of hurdle. So I was not able to grab. And at the end, he was like, "Ki, you will Google it." So I was like, "Are you sure?" So he was like, "Yeah, you will Google the answer for that." Still, I was not able to find that answer. So the interview only, answer that particular question.
Okay, after hearing that, I think it seems they were very supportive and cooperative.
Yeah, because if they see now that yes, you have the potential, if they see that yes, you are giving the right answers, but at some point you are going at the wrong way, they do give you hints, and this happened with me in like all of the interviews.
ओके अच्छा, अब आते हैं लाइक थोड़ा सा प्रिपरेशन की तरफ. जैसे कि ये रोल थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट था, लाइक मोस्ट पीपल एसपी वगैरह के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं. सो इसमें आपने किस तरह से प्रिपेयर किया और क्या क्या प्रिपेयर करा, थोड़ा सा मतलब एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो?
So actually, this role is new to Google only. Like they have started hiring for this around only 2 to 3 years back only, and before that, they do not hire for this role. So this is the new role that they have started for hiring, and my HR was very supportive actually. He did send me the links of all the YouTube things that are over there. He sent me the guide, the Google Prep guide that they have for the interviews. So there were links that are over there. I have started from the scratch only. I have started learning from the scratch. I have started learning NLP, NLU, and everything that was there from the starting. So yeah, that was it.
एंड डीएसए का भी कुछ पार्ट था क्या इसमें?
No, they didn't ask me DSA. Yes, they did ask me a question which was like very out of reference, but they did ask me a question from tree.
ओके ठीक है. एंड आपने जो कॉलेज में प्रिपरेशन की थी, लाइक ये हेल्पफुल थी इस रोल के लिए?
Yes, I do have subjects in college also. OS was there, DBMS was there, networking was there. So all of the subjects that are there that they have asked were all in my curriculum as well.
ओके एंड जो आपकी लाइक इस रोल को छोड़ देते हैं, ठीक है, जो कॉलेज की प्रिपरेशन थी वो किस तरह से आपने की थी?
College has always been supportive as well. College do provide you notes. There were teachers like that were of a very, very good level. They are always ready to help you up for it every time. So they provide us with the sheets, the exercise sheets that we have, and then at the next day or the next week they do discuss out with the same. And if you do have any of the questions from them, you may ask it as well.
ओके नाइस एंड एक क्वेश्चन है, लाइक आपने प्रोग्रामिंग कब से स्टार्ट की थी?
I have started, I would say like in my second year, but I have seen like many of my juniors asking me the question that, have you prepared like for all the languages? So I have always an answer to them that if you go for the preparation for all of them, you'll never succeed in one. It's better you be the king of one rather than to be the jack of all. So you just focus on one language that you are comfortable with. It'll help you out in everything.
ओके एंड आपका CGPA क्या चल रहा था जब आपने ये अप्लाई किया था गूगल के लिए?
My CGPA was 8.5.
ओके कूल. ओके स्किमी, सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम द कॉलेज सिलेबस एंड कोर्स, आपने लाइक कंपनीज को जब टारगेट करते हैं, सो वहाँ पे किस तरह की प्रिपरेशन थी आपकी?
ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने कोई पर्टिकुलर कंपनी एम कर रखी थी. It's always that I have always applied and applied and applied. I have never thought of that what I'll get reward or something in that. So I have never aimed for one certain company. Yes, I do have aimed for companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Google, but I have also aimed for smaller companies that are out there. I just want a good placement to be there. First, I was always like, chalo, let me first get into this field. I'll grow, but just let me first get into the particular field. Then I'll see what happens. Then I'll try to settle down up myself. So I have watched YouTube videos, certain YouTube videos were over there. I have, there are cheat sheets on Geeks for Geeks. There is a whole course. You could get them that from one particular day to this much of days, you may like get the cheat sheets and all the interviews that are in over there. So if you start solving even a single question per day, in 90 days, you will be able to solve like 90 questions. Right. So from easy to medium, you will be there.
ये होता है जैसे कि स्ट्रीक का होता है, मतलब क्वेश्चन ऑफ द डे आता है लीड कोड में, सो उसे सॉल्व करते थे क्या आप?
I have solved that as well for when I was preparing for my software engineering interviews. I do solve that as well.
ओके एंड मतलब ये काफ़ी अच्छी चीज़ है कि जिसको कोडिंग करना पसंद नहीं है तो वो कम से कम जाके देख सकता है कि हमें एक ही क्वेश्चन ट्राई करना है, एंड इससे क्या है कि कंसिस्टेंसी बनी रहती है कि लाइक वो टच में है या नहीं है.
You will not forget the things. If you have learned something today, you'll apply that tomorrow.
Right. एंड उसमें मैंने एक पैटर्न भी नोट किया है कि अगर आज किसी टॉपिक से रिलेटेड इजी क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है तो उसी का मीडियम टाइप नेक्स्ट डे पूछ लेता है. सो
Exactly.
उससे क्या है कि कॉन्सेप्ट भी रिवाइज हो जाता है. या सो दैट इज वेरी नाइस थिंग अबाउट लीड. ओके, अब मैं थोड़ा सा पूछना चाहूँगा, लाइक आप गूगल में गए हो, सो वहाँ पे कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
As I've said earlier also, it's like, Google, it's like very marvelous. I would say it's great. It's actually great. I work at Noida because I work at the data center, at the data warehouse, but I also have access to all of the Google offices that are over the road.
Okay.
So I can go to any of the corporate office. The biggest corporate office and the oldest corporate office that we have is in Gurgaon, sector 15. So we can go there any day, enjoy the whole day, had meals in over there. They had like 6 restaurants inbuilt over their office. So yeah, it's great.
Okay, थोड़ा सा बता सकते हो कि डेली शेड्यूल किस तरह से रहता है आपका?
So my schedule goes like at 8:30 in the morning, we had a regular meeting that goes in like for every day. Every single day we had this meeting Monday to Friday with all the people that are over there sitting at the data centers. So we cope up with all the, things that are going on over there. We should know that what is going on the other side of the world as well. So they brief us about that yes, we are having this, you might be having that. So we have all the, bucket checks over there that yes, this is done, this is done. After that, we'll have a breakfast, and there's no time restrictions that itne se itne time ka hi aapko breakfast karna hai. You may have that, but it just, you should complete your work where done, then only. That'll always be, a good thing for you only, because you'll not have a burden at the end of the day, yaar, kaam karna hai. So you just complete your work till 5, 9 to 5. I mean, there are a lot of hours, like 8 hours are over there. So yes, you take breaks, you enjoy, but it just at the end of the day, you complete your work that is given to you. So we do get some bugs sometimes, some requirements are in over there, some repairs are in over there, any networking problems are in over there. So we try to, take the analysis of them and do it with them as well.
एंड ये जो आपको टास्क असाइन होते हैं ये डेली बेसिस पे होते हैं या मतलब एक्सटेंड भी हो सकते हैं?
For example, जैसे अभी I have, recently joined. I'm a new joiner. So अभी मेरे को इतने tasks नहीं है, but the tasks are basically on the weekly basis.
Okay.
Yeah, because on Tuesday we have a final report of all the tasks that has been given to us and how many we are able to complete and how many time it could take to complete whole of the tasks that has been assigned.
ओके एंड टास्क के बारे में लाइक कंप्लीट हो जाते हैं या उनमें भी दिक्कत आती है?
नहीं, sometimes they are tough, sometimes they are easier. When they are tough, I always feel like you should ask when you do not know. There are your managers, there are your junior managers, there are people who are working before you have started. So you should always ask when you do not know a certain thing, because I feel like you'll be able to complete that very easily if you ask someone.
ओके एंड आपके टीम में कितने मेंबर्स हैं?
In my team, there are 12 members.
ओके सो आप लोग एंजॉय वगैरह भी करते होंगे?
Yeah, Abhi, recently we have fun events for like 3 days continuously from 12th, 13th, from 13th, 14th, and 15th. So for one day we have gone for a movie and a dinner, and the other day we have went for adventures, for example, like ziplining and everything. And the next day we have a New Year party in which Amit Trivedi was having his concert.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so Skimmy, now we are about to conclude the session. So at last, I think you want to say to the students who are preparing for placements and internships.
Yeah, I want to say that you should always prioritize the things which are, mandatory in your life. You should do everything. You should do everything you like. You should go partying. You should go for adventures. You should go traveling. You should visit places. But in 24 hours, you should take 1 hour to revise the concepts that you have. Because small drops makes a big ocean one day.
Right.
Yeah. You do everything, you do enjoy your life. There is no peer pressure or anything in over there. But you do enjoy everything, prioritizing what is mandatory for you.
Okay, Skimmy, at last, I want to thanks to you for coming into the session. So thank you so much once again for giving your precious time.
Thank you so much, Manish. It was lovely having over here.
ओके एंड फॉर आवर ऑडियंस, अगर आपको इस तरह का कंटेंट अच्छा लगता है, लाइक नए नए इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड किस तरह से उन्हें अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिल रही हैं, क्योंकि सबका सिलेक्शन होता है तो कुछ ना कुछ अलग तो रहता ही है उसमें. सो अगर और भी इस तरह से आपको कंटेंट चाहिए, सो यू कैन सब्सक्राइब एंड इफ यू वांट यू कैन शेयर एज वेल. सो थैंक यू एवरीवन.
Have a good day.